You know what's wild? People will beat themselves up for everything that they haven't done, but won't celebrate anything they have done. And they wonder why their fitness journey feels like punishment instead of progress. Today, we're talking about one of the underrated success hacks in fitness, celebrating your small wins. And if you're skipping this, you're literally robbing yourself of results. All right. This is something that I come across all the time. People always be hard on themselves for the things, like I said before, but they don't do. And I always tell them, look at what you have accomplished. You're showing up, you're being consistent. Those things shouldn't be undervalued or underrated because it takes a lot. And this is how you eat an elephant, one bite at a time, brick by brick. That's how you have to start approaching these things. Yeah, stop looking at just the big picture, but we also got to count the steps that we're making as well. All right. I look at it as a baby. We didn't stop trying to walk when we first fell down, right? We got back up, got our balance, started wobbling, fell. And then until we got used to it, until we got better, now we're walking. So it's the same thing when it comes to fitness, right? So a lot of people are not stuck because of lack of discipline, not because they don't train hard in the gym and they don't have results. They're stuck because they refuse to acknowledge what keeps them going, right? So the saying goes that the heaviest weight you lift is the front door. Once you get past that, make it the best of your workout and keep showing up. Keep locking in on your diet. Um, you're drinking your water, you're taking your supplements if needed, and these things add up in time, right? So don't don't shortchange yourself in that, right? Because what you're doing now is building momentum. And also, if you read Napoleon Hill book, I think it's Outwitting the Devil. He talks about the law of rhythm, right? Or rhythm, law of rhythm, man. I ain't gonna try to get all fancy with the words, but you want to start developing a rhythm, and that's how you begin momentum, and that's how you start seeing progress. All right. So fitness is not built in big moments. We think that we just come into the gym, by tomorrow we lose X amount of pounds, right? You heard me say this before, your body's not Amazon Prime. And in addition to that, if you just come into the gym, you're not going to come off the bag and start benching 315. First, you got to manage the bar. Then you add 25 pounds on, and then you keep going like that. All right. So it's your habits, your small habits, your micro habits, right? The tiny decisions that stack up, small victories that will transform over time. And psychologically, these are small wins, and you need that. And that's how one of the ways you build confidence, right? So every time you celebrate a mini victory, you're telling your brain that you're doing it, you're becoming a better version of yourself, right? And that's identity reinforcement. And that's what makes discipline feel natural instead of forced, all right? So when you don't celebrate your small wins, everything feels heavy, right? Everything feels slow. You constantly feel behind. Then you start thinking, what's the point? I'm not changing fast enough. I should be further. And that's how people quit. Not because they can't do it, is because they gave themselves permission to feel not they give themselves not to feel they didn't give themselves permissions to feel proud of their small achievements. Right? I think that's something that we have to get into the habit of too. Positive reinforcements, and this is why celebrating these small wins are very important. It's just not just in fitness, but anything in life. What you're doing, you know. I tell clients all the time, you're showing up. They always looking at the scale, but then I have to use some not really psychological trick, but give them another metric on look at the progress that they're making. We do what is called an in-body scan. Is where we do the BMI, the water weight, the skeletal muscle mass. When we do that every 6 to 8 weeks, right, or after like a completion of a package, we look at the graph, the previous to the present, and then that's how they see the improvements. Like, oh, this isn't bad. Okay, I thought I was way off. Like, nah, you just have to be patient with yourself, and that's something that we don't give ourselves enough of. Is some grace. So, in anything in life, that is key. You have to be patient and be willing to endure the pain. Sometimes when it get when we don't go through that threshold of pain, uh, we not only don't get the results, but it deteriorates our character. So this is another aspect of building your will, and imposing your will. And this is all about, like I said, identity development or character development, but building that new identity, becoming that new person that you want to become on your journey. All right. So every day, acknowledge one win, whether it's drinking enough water, if it's half a gallon, hitting your goal, hitting your protein, something. Just keep stacking those wins, right? Even as walking, you walked 10K, give it up because it could have been 7K, but you hit that marker, all right? So this is where growth takes place as well. That's progress, that's success. Happen quietly, daily, all right? And don't do it for outside validation, because believe you me, no one will see it, right? And if you're doing for that, if you don't get the applause, then you're gonna feel some type of way about it. So remember, you're doing this for you, and so your future self can thank you. This is like compound interest, so to speak. All right. So in closing, if you've been struggling, if you feel behind, if you think you're not doing enough, stop that talk right now. You're making progress. You just haven't given yourself credit, and always realize that you are enough. All right. So celebrate your small wins, honor your efforts, and watch what happens with your mindset. Finally catches up with your potential, right? Because now your potential energy is going into kinetic energy, and that's what we want. That's what's going to get us there. All right. So if this hit home with you, like, comment, and share. Put like, I don't know what to put. We could put something in it so that it resonates with you. Let's say, let me see. Let's put work in the comment if this resonate with you. All right. If you're looking for a program to get you from point A to B in a simple way that fits your lifestyle, click the link in the description and we'll reach out to you and see if we're a perfect fit. This is Alchemy Fitness signing off, where we transfer you from lead to gold. Train hard, train smart, and train safe. Peace.